It is a pleasure to address the 11th International Forum of the Convention of Independent Financial Advisors and to convey to you the warmest greetings on behalf of the Economic and Social Council of the United Nations, ECOSOC. At ECOSOC, we recognize CIFA as an influential group of professionals from the financial sector. CIFA is the first organization in the financial sector to award the special consultative status before the ECOSOC, status that should prompt us to establish a more regular dialogue. Since 2008, the world has been going through a very severe financial and economic crisis, which has created a significant increase in unemployment, affecting especially vulnerable individuals and groups, and even more, the young generations searching for job opportunities. In certain countries, such as in Southern Europe, unemployment in the age group of 20 to 30 years young can reach up to 40%. Concerted actions are needed to generate greater and more sustainable growth and job creation. Sustainable financing for development must be also available in order to accelerate progress towards the achievement of the Millennium Development Goals and invest in sustained, inclusive and equitable growth, especially for the least developed countries. Your focus on the role of science, technology and innovation and the potential of culture for promoting sustainable development and achieving the Millennium Development Goals is very much at the heart of the deliberations of ECOSOC. In fact, this is the theme of the annual ministerial review to be held this year. Information and communication technologies play a key role in empowering people through leveling playing fields. Science, technology, and innovations have the power to transform society and improve economic competitiveness and resilience. They have also the potential to propel and sustain development efforts by generating knowledge and technological and social innovations. These tools have the ability to make people visible in socioeconomic activities and facilitate knowledge transfer. It is always a very challenging task for people and countries to absorb existing knowledge and skills and turn them into economic activities that enrich material well-being of people. I understand that science, technology and innovation and the potential of culture for promoting sustainable development and achieving the Millennium Goals will be considered during the first roundtable of the forum. I encourage you to transmit the outcomes of the roundtable discussions to ECOSOC. To bring back a positive outlook for the young generation, corporations must be empowered to use and develop their creativity in the fields of education, be it in science, technology or culture. Enabling conditions for entrepreneurship remains the biggest stimulus for creativity in science and technology, innovation and job creation. Corporations can indeed perform better and create new values and new jobs for future generations. Nowadays, one of the great social and economic challenges for companies is to be able to train and recruit qualified labor in order for the firms and their workers to excel and become competitive in their fields. The Millennium Development Goals strategy has had important achievements, representing a global commitment to poverty reduction and development that should be continued after 2015. However, there is a current need for a more structural and systemic approach that can deliver on the transformative change needed to address current and emerging challenges and suggest credible strategies towards a secure, sustainable and inclusive pathway for global development. On this regard, the post-2015 development agenda should put in place a development strategy that is capable of promoting an inclusive growth with job creation while guaranteeing environmental sustainability. This is exactly what ECOSOC would like to achieve in a balanced integration of the economic, social, and environmental dimensions of sustainable development. Such an approach translates the vision sought in the outcome document of Rio+20, the future we want, into the post-2015 agenda. We have recognized the role of the private sector in the Millennium Development Goals strategy, and we know that we will continue to count on your support for the achievement of the Millennium Development Goals and the post-2015 development agenda. The major lesson from the global financial and economic crisis is very clear. The existing structures of global economic governance are not functioning adequately and could not prevent another major crisis. A more participatory system of global economic governance requires further broadening and strengthening of the involvement of developing countries in international economic decision-making and norm setting. An effective system of global economic governance also requires the active participation of civil society and the private sector in dialogue and activities related to development. I'm very pleased and encouraged to know that we can count on the collaboration of civil society partners as CIFA. We firmly believe that the United Nations has a central role in the global economic governance as the only global body with universal participation and unquestioned legitimacy. Strengthening the role and effectiveness of the UN will be an important contribution towards a more coherent and coordinated framework for consistent and effective policy making. As financial advisors, your focus should also promote ethics and corporate social responsibility in the financial sector. The partnership CIFA has already established with ECOSOC for almost a decade is now being reinforced with CIFA's commitment to the education and financial advisors and consumers, not only in developed countries, but worldwide. Through education and training projects, CIFA will become an active player in the understanding that countries need excellence and ethics in financial advice as a condition for the protection of the consumers. Let's hope that your international forum will bring sound recommendations to solve our current financial and economic problems. Let's not forget that poor people, vulnerable people are allowed the same dream as everyone else. What matters is that CIFA makes an earnest effort to help fulfill those dreams. I wish you a fruitful and successful 11th International Convention of Independent Financial Advisor Forum and good luck in your endeavors. Thank you very much.